Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, Shimmy Bar Live. Just to warn you, if you hear that noise in the background, that is the lawn care service that comes in our neighborhood. And they also, like me, they like to start early. It is a beautiful morning. It is May 1st, so please bear with me with the background noise. Hopefully they'll be done soon, but if I wait any longer, it gets too hot for me to do this class outside, and I prefer to do it early in the morning where it's nice and cool. So again, bear with me, and I do apologize, but welcome. I hope you are all doing great. We're going to start by standing up with our stretches. Of course, make sure that your feet are underneath your hips. Lift up your heart, shoulders down away from your ears, and let's get this body ready. And just inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And also another warning, our windows are open because it's a beautiful morning, so my cat, she's jumping from window to window looking for birds, so you may hear her meow as well. Few more breaths. So from right here, I'm going to turn sideways so you can see me. Again, tuck in that core, tuck in the pelvis, lift up the heart, shoulders down away from your ears, and let's just roll it down on the inhale. Roll it down one vertebra at a time. On the exhale, roll it back up very slowly. Inhale down. Exhale up. Slowly warming up that spine. A few more times. And one last time. And right here at this point, let's go ahead and spread our wings. We're going to inhale and we're going to turn, do the spinal twist, and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Nice and tall. Make sure you're standing nice and tall, and your hands, that's why I move my fingers, they're spread. And one last time to this side. And last time on this side. And slowly release. We're going to go ahead on the floor. So come to your knees here. We're still doing a little warm up going into the exercise. And when you come onto tabletop, again, watch that alignment. Hips, knees, shoulders, elbows, wrists. We're going to go ahead and do some cat-cow. So inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale again. And one more time. Come to that tabletop and go ahead and turn and look over your right shoulders as you're forming the letter C. Exhale back to center. Other side. Actually feels really good to just stretch it out sometimes. Big toes together, knees apart, arms stretch above your head, and come into the child's pose. Bring your bum back to your heels and just stretch it out. And slowly roll it up. And we're going to come to our side. So we're on our side here. Again, your shoulders and your elbows. Be very mindful with that. Go ahead and Extend the right. As a matter of fact, no, I changed my mind. Keep both your legs bent, your heels closer to your bum. So what we're going to lift, we're going to go ahead and engage that core again, lift up your heart, engage the core, keep your shoulders and ears apart. Now, if you notice in the past videos that when I've done this pose before, avoid doing this. Although this feels good, this is you hanging around. This is what I call posing for a selfie. This is what I call the exercise. So be very mindful. There's a difference. There's this one when you're kind of sagging down, and then there's this one. Make sure that you're on this one, that you're nice and lifted. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to lift, but the moment we lift, my top leg is going to extend out like so. Lift. And then come back down. Very good. I'm going to do it again. Lift. Really reach nice and tall. Extend that leg, pointed toes, and come back down 4 more times. Lift. It really is a beautiful morning here. And happy first day of May. Now we're going to hold this one here. We're going to hold it here. Watch my leg. We're going to pump it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and come back home. Go ahead and lift yourself up and do a nice little stretch if you need it. Ooh, that should have felt good. Nice and your legs will be nice and long and elongated. Other side. Again, find that posture. Align it. Engage. Little fuzz. And when we lift and extend, and we come back down. Take your time. Lift. Really elongate your fingers and your toes. Come back down 4 more times. Lift. 4. Don't forget to breathe. And one last time, we hold it here and we pump for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release. And come back straight up, stretch it out, sit up nice and tall. Go ahead and extend your legs out. Give yourself a nice little hamstring stretch. Ooh. Now you should have felt that one, of course, side leg on the side of your legs, but you're also working your obliques, because when you lift, your obliques also get involved. But we're not done yet. We still got the little plank series going on. So once you're done stretching out, go ahead and go back to your knees on your belly. Now for this one, we're going to go to a regular plank. You have the choice. You could go full or come on your forearms. So listen to your body with this one. If you are going full, make sure that those hands are right underneath your shoulders. If you're on forearm, elbow, and shoulders, engage that core. But we'll go ahead and do some leg lifts here. So we go ahead and extend and come up to a plank, and we hold it. 4, 5, and 6. Slowly release. Give yourself a little break. We want to do it again. This time I'm only holding it for 6 breaths, in case you're wondering. We want to do it again. Up to plank and hold it. Come back down. Take a little breather. How you doing? One more. On the last one, we're going to hold it and we're going to lift the legs up. Ready? Up. Plank. Right leg comes out. And we lift for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Don't take a break. Other side. 8. 9. And we hold it here for 6 breaths. Hold it. And come back down. Big toes together, knees apart, arms above your head. Stretch it out. Good job. Take a little breather. From right here, go ahead and put your arm underneath your other arm and stretch out those shoulders. I don't know about you, but I'm breathing a little deeper. My heart is pumping. And come back to that down, that child's pose, and roll it up. So from right here, I have my weights. Today we're going to do a little arm work here with weights. Again, if you don't have weights, you could do without the weights, or if you want to pause me, go ahead and grab some canned goods or some bottled water. They still work the same. But again, if you don't have them, that's okay. You're still going to get a good workout. Just make sure that you add that resistance. So for this one, I'm going to be big toes together and my knees apart. Again, engage that core, tuck in the pelvis, lift up the heart. Your shoulders are down away from your ears. We're going to do a couple of bicep curls here. So we're going to go up and down, all the way down. Very good. We got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now it's going to change. Now we're going to go up, halfway, up, halfway. Now I have about 2-pound weights. I don't go any higher than 3. You can if you want to, but it's up to you. 2 more times. Now it's going to change. Now we're going to go up and all the way back down. Up for last 5. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to go catty corner. So catty corner, my elbows are to my ribs here, my obliques. I want to lift, lift. So when I'm lifting, notice how my shoulders are down. If you're doing this, you see that? That's incorrect. Lift. Use your biceps. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hold it here. You're going to hold it right here. You're going to pulse. Very small pulses. Ooh. Give me last 16. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. It's going to change. Now we're going to go twist, center, out, in, twist, center, out, and obliques. Right here. Twist with your obliques. Really squeeze in those abs. Use your obliques. Don't use your shoulders. When you twist, take your time. Inhale, exhale back. One last round right here. And come back here. But we're not done yet. We're going to go ahead and put the palms to our thighs, and we want to lift. Now you stop right where your shoulders are. So if you're going any higher, if you're right here, that's incorrect. I want you to be parallel to your shoulders, and you drop the weights very slowly and in control. We lift in control, we drop in control. Give me 5 more. Good job. Now we're going to pick up the pace just a little quicker for 8, 7, 6, 3, 2, 1. Slow it down. Right hand only. We're going to lift. We're going to pull. lift, pull. Watch that shoulder is still in this pocket. Give me 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we switch to the left, pull. 3, 2, and 1. One last sequence. We're going to do scarecrows. So my elbows and my shoulders, they're aligned. They're not here and they're not here. They're right here. Again, if you have the luxury of seeing your reflection, it works. I'm seeing my reflection in the my French doors behind you. So I'm going to go down and up, down and up. Watch those shoulders. Bring those shoulders down. Relax those shoulders. 4, 3, 2, 1. But we have 8 more to go. 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And slowly release. Good job. Keep those weights nearby. Stretch out your hands. I like to kind of extend my hands, interlace them, really pull them and stretch them out, open up that chest. So now your heart is pumping a little bit because we used our arms. So it kind of feels good. If you kind of breathe a little deeper, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. But we're going to continue on with the exercise. Of course, the weights are optional. You could continue on having the weights in your hand. It does give you a little bit of a challenge. If not, just drop them there and everything's good. So let's go ahead on our back side. Let me go ahead and again, I'm going to go ahead and grab my weights to do the ab roll-ups. Reminder, imprint that lower back to the mat. Shoulders, hips, and feet are even weight. Point or flex those toes. Arms are above your head. And we lift on the inhale. And come back down on the exhale. And give me 5 more. Really engage that core. And then we hold it here. From right here, we're going to go ahead and do the letter J's. Remember those? Now for the letter J's, I'm going to put my weights aside for a little bit. So this is the one where our legs and our arms are going to meet up like the letter J. So you do have that option. If your neck is straining, you can stay down. You don't have to lift up your neck. We've done this one before. So we're going to go ahead and lift right here, letter J. My shoulder blades are off the mat and I'm pointing straight up and I come back down very slowly. Again, now I'm going to go ahead and grab my weights. We're going to do 8 of those today. So we extend our arms and our legs and then we lift, looking like the letter J, and we come back down very slowly. That's 8. This is 4. Ooh, go ahead and stretch it out. How'd you feel? You should have felt your abs on fire. Also, if you had the weights, you should have felt that little challenge there with the weights. Although they're only 2-pound weights, but these little guys, they could turn real heavy real quickly. Go ahead and give yourself a little breather there. I'm gonna lift myself up. This mat was rolling down. So we're gonna go ahead. And this time, instead of bringing the legs all the way up, we're gonna keep them at 45-degree angle. Again, my hands are above my head as I lift right here. You stop right here and you come back down. for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and we're going to hold it right here. Hold it here. Look at my legs. Scissor. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Woo. Oh my goodness. Go ahead, a little breather. If you're with me, go ahead and catch your breath. You should have felt that one all through here and also your arms. But we're not done yet. We have one more sequence. Now, several videos ago, I did the slow motion 100s. Just be mindful that my neighbor's building a pool, so you may hear a few little ruckus, a few little voices there. Just disregard that noise. So we're gonna do the slow motion 100s, and I'm gonna do the first one to show you. So that's the one. Of course, you get into position here. Look at my shoulder blades, look at my arms. That's the one that you do an 8 count. And an 8 count up. Now again, if your neck is straining, don't lift up your head then. Keep your head down. You can still get a good exercise. If you feel good, go ahead and lift up your neck. The shoulder blades are off the mat. Be mindful of that. Really engage that core. But when we go down for 8 and come back for 8, that's count as 1. We do 4 of those. You ready? When we get into the position here, we lift up our legs, lift up the shoulder blades, extend the arm, and then we, oops, right there, and then we count. That's 1. That's 2, 2 more. Last one right here, stay with me. Go ahead and take a breather. Put those weights down, rock yourself back and forth. Good job. Go ahead and extend it out. Stretch it out. But from right here, we're going to go straight into a reverse plank. So really stretch it out. You should have felt that one right here. Lift yourself up. Again, with the reverse plank, you have 2 versions. You could go ahead and extend your arms nice and long, or you could go on your forearms. But be very mindful, you have to lift up your hips using your abs. It's a great exercise, I see it as a great strength training exercise, but it's also a very good stretch. So pick the one that's best for you. Again, we're going to hold it for 6 breaths. Now be mindful that your fingers are facing your toes. They're not facing behind you. They're facing your toes if you're extended. And we begin. Now again, watch your shoulders, wrist, and elbow right here. And we lift for 6 breaths. Inhale, prepare, and hold for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. Take a little breather. Again, if you're in your forearms, that's okay, as long as you're lifting, holding. When I mean hold for 6 breaths, I'm talking inhale, exhale. Please don't do this. Yeah, that's sort of kind of cheating. Round 2. Inhale. For 6. And slowly release. You have 1 more in you, 1 more. You're doing a good job. Stay with me. I'm making sure that I'm still on time. I got plenty of time. And one more right here. Inhale, prepare. 6. And slowly release. Good job. How'd you do? Now for that one, I don't know about you, but I feel the strength coming from my shoulders to my arms, to my core, even my glutes and my legs. So pretty much my whole entire body. It just works together to lift yourself up. Of course, you use your core. Core is the leader. Just make sure if you're doing that one, if you had trouble with that one, then do the first all 3 sets. That's okay. Just give me one, as long as you're using your core to lift yourself up. So if you were sinking and this is your first time doing this, I assure you it's going to get better, but you got to keep practicing. You cannot just stop at the first one. Continue to practice. So now that we're nice and tall, we have one more exercise with that same reverse plank, but this time, remember earlier we did leg lifts facing down. We're gonna do those same leg lifts, but facing up. But this time, your hands are now gonna be catty corner. They're gonna be catty corner. So when you inhale, prepare, exhale up, your right leg is gonna go up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Watch those hips, don't sink. Left, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it and release. Woo! How'd you do in that one? A little bit more challenging, a little tricky. Another observation that when you do that one, make sure that you're not sinking in your shoulders. Very easy to do that. Make sure your shoulders are in their pockets and down. Catch your breath. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a little cup of water here. And let's continue on. So, how are you feeling? Feeling good, I hope? Little strength training today. We got the weights. We worked a lot of upper, I feel that we did a lot of upper body strength. That's from the beginning. Make sure that cover your legs. Let's go back and do some more crunches here. Grab your weights if you want. Roll it back. This time we want to go ahead and bring our legs to tabletop so we can see our toes from behind our knees, hands above our head. Push myself down. I keep forgetting how tall I am. So right here, so now when you lift, you extend and come back for 8, 7. Again, make sure your shoulder blades are off the mat. Give me 4 more. 4, 3, and 1, and come back here. Now right here, I'm going to go ahead and put my waist down for this one. Again, my legs are on tabletop. My hands are now behind my head. Now we're going to go ahead and slowly do a twist, shoulder to knee. Again, if your neck is straining, keep it down. You could just stay right here, and that's fine. You're still working your abs. But if not, go ahead and lift. So when we lift, we extend up the leg. That's my right shoulder, goes to my left knee, and we come back home. Extend. Extend. Give me 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to do just the left side for 8, and we lift for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and then we switch to the right side. No break. 8. Every once in a while, I lose my count. Believe this is 8. And then right here, we just lift for 8, 7, 6. And slowly release, rock yourself back and forth. Good job, everyone. Ooh, we stretch it out, extend. We come to the best part of the practice, which is cool down. So right here, we're going to cool down right here in our mat. Really elongate your body. Point those toes, those fingers, really like you're being pulled. Like Stretch Armstrong. Remember that toy? I think I just aged myself. So I'm going to move my weights to the side. I'm going to inhale on the exhale. I'm going to do little snow angels. I'm going to circle my arms around on the exhale. Inhale, up. Nice and smooth. Just take your time. Up. And one last time. This feels really good, especially on your shoulders, on your arms. If you used the weights today, you really felt that one. If you didn't, that's okay. You should have felt it as well. From right here, we're going to shrug our shoulders. We're going to inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up. And one more. Go ahead and bring your knees or your legs to tabletop. Hands to the side, palms down. Make sure your shoulders are pinned, and go ahead and drop your knees to one side of your body. Go as far as you could go. And remember, everyone's flexibility is different, and we're going to hold this stretch right here for 3 breaths. 1. On the next exhale, bring your legs back home and then drop them to the other side very slowly. Remember, this is your stretch, so take your time. And you can stay in this stretch for longer than 3 breaths, depending on what your body needs, or you can always stay here. There's nothing wrong with staying here longer. And 1 more breath. Bring your legs back to tabletop, grab behind your knees, lift yourself up. I'm going to go ahead and cross my legs like a little kid in kindergarten. Sit up nice and tall. Right hand goes behind me as my left goes outside of my right knee, and I look over my right shoulder nice and tall. Really elongate. Pardon me. Slowly release other side. Slowly release. I'm going to face you now. For some crazy reason, I had the hiccups twice last night. I don't know why, and I hope they're not coming back. So if you hear me hiccup, please excuse me. Nice and tall. Just sit up nice and tall. Also, another variation, you could put butterfly pose. If you're in the butterfly pose, nice and tall, just lean forward. You don't curl forward. You lean forward, open up those hips as we slowly cool it down. Thank you so much for joining me today again. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. Shimmy Bar Life. Any comments, you can always comment below. If you're my friend on Facebook or Instagram, you could always write to me. If you have any suggestions or anything that you want me to do, or you have any questions or concerns, you're more than welcome to leave them. I love to hear from my subscribers or my viewers. And slowly release. From right here, we're going to go ahead back to our knees. Nice and tall. Inhale up. exhale down, inhale up, and one last time, inhale up. Ooh. I thank you so much for joining me. Again, happy May. We made it, we survived April. We're hoping that everything will sort of go back to some sort of normalcy, but again, we don't know. I just hope that you are doing well, that you're safe, and that your family's safe. For my regulars and my classes, I really do miss you. Hopefully someday we'll get to see each other again. But in the meantime, again, stay safe, stay healthy, and have a wonderful day. Until next time, bye-bye.